one to close out our video today. Of course, I'm going to close it out with, because you all know I got a big-ass crush on her, and she's the only one speaking sense. She's the only one speaking truth to power. She's the only one on the left that actually wants to do what Donald Trump did, which was get away from the establishment. Get away from these establishment idiots that are bought and paid for by corporations that pay to keep all of us down. So, you can tell how touched I am. I keep moving forward and forward and forward. So, my girl Tulsi went on Joe Rogan again. If you guys haven't subscribed to the Joe Rogan Experience, I suggest you do. He's awesome. He's right in the middle, just like Tulsi. So here's a little clip where Tulsi describes exactly what the Democrat Party has done wrong to where we have Trump in office today, and why we're going to have him again in 2020. Now, if you're a Republican, I got Republican friends, I got conservative friends. They're like, hell yeah. They're like, why do you keep touting Tulsi? She'll beat Trump. And I'm like, well, good. If she does, which if she gets the nomination, she's beating Trump. That's just all there is to it. Nobody's going to vote against a common sense person like Tulsi Gabbard. The thing is, they're not going to let Tulsi be the nomination. Not until Hillary dies. Hillary's got all of them. I don't know what she has on all these people. She's got them all in her pocket. But anyway, I digress. Here's a clip from Tulsi that sums up the Democrat Party.
The big one is when you rightly called out Kamala Harris on her past and what she's done, and then it seemed like everybody's attacking you. It's like that opened up the floodgates, and then there was all these hit pieces on. And as an observer watching from the outside, I was like, "Wow, look at the machine work! Look at the attack dogs go! Like, look at this! Like this,
very transparent."
So if you're paying attention. The thing is, if you're on the outside and you watch it all happen, then you go, oh, I see what's going on. But if you just happen upon one of those articles, you can go, oh, she's an Assad supporter. Yeah. Oh, she's a terrible person. Oh, she's a this and a that. And it was amazing. It was amazing to watch. Like, I've never met anybody like you that's run for president. Like, I knew you when people didn't know you that well, and then all of a sudden people know you way more, and now you're kind of a household name. So to watch this process and to watch all the machinery sort of move in your direction and pew, 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 it's very interesting.
Yeah.
What's it been like for you?
I mean, that literally is our challenge here is we are up against the most powerful overall political machine. When you look at this machine that's revved up their engines to try to define me as something that casts suspicion or doubts or whatever in people's minds, pushing information that isn't true or all of these different things, and I think there's a few reasons for it. Our challenge is we are battling the political establishment in Washington. And it's because I'm telling the truth. It's because I'm challenging the status quo that they represent and that they've profited off for a very long time. So, my campaign, we don't take any contributions from PACs or lobbyists, fueled completely by contributions from individual people. And they are outspending us by many, many multiples, where we need help to challenge their narrative with the truth, telling me, hey, this is who I am. This is why I'm running for president. This is the experience and the background that I bring to this job. We've got to be able to bypass that mainstream corporate media and just go directly to voters.
And what does the experience of being attacked feel like?
God, I feel like I'm used to it. So it's just like It's nothing that I've ever really taken personally, because I understand the situation. I understand that, whatever the smears are, however radical they are, it shows me that they feel threatened and they are concerned about both the unifying message that I'm bringing, because we have Democrats, Republicans, Libertarians, Independents who are joining this coalition that is fueling our campaign, And it's a campaign of by and for the people, and one that's actually speaking the truth. That's calling for an end to these regime change wars, calling for, a de-escalation of tensions between the United States and other nuclear armed countries, an end to this new Cold War, nuclear arms race. Actually, hey, let's focus our limited taxpayer dollars on actually serving the needs of our people. That's really the message that we're bringing, and it scares the hell out of them.
What's interesting is, for me, again, as an outsider, it's a clear recognition that what they want versus what they say they want are two very different things.
Exactly.
The Democratic Party's always been like, we want a woman. Okay, I got you a woman. How about a woman that's a veteran? Check. How about a woman that's a congressman? How about that? Congresswoman, veteran, minority from Hawaii, all these positives. They're trying to dig up dirt on you. They don't have anything. They should be behind you. They should have wind in your sails. But no.
And the other thing they're saying is that, in order for Democrat to beat Donald Trump in 2020, you're going to have to be able to take Trump voters away from him. You're going to have to win over those independents who stayed home in 2016, or even some of those Democrats who voted for Trump because they feel like our party has left them behind. Guess what? Check, 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 check. We're doing all those things. And instead of saying, hey, this is really something that maybe we should get behind, instead they're saying, oh my gosh, there's something very suspicious and weird about her because she's actually stealing voters from Trump.
That's the big one, right?
Has there ever been someone in your position that's gotten caught in such a crossfire? Like, to be taking this much heat from the party that you're, trying to represent it seems, I don't remember this happening.
Well, they thought Harris had a real shot, and she sunk Harris's ship. That's exactly what happened. I mean, if you look at there's a direct correlation between where Harris was standing and where she's at now and that debate. You put holes in her boat.
Which was, I was raising some very important issues related to criminal justice reform, ending the federal marijuana prohibition, and essentially pointing to leadership, because we're all asking to lead this country and bring the experience that each of us has that's very distinct and different. And her whole campaign was based on the premise of being a prosecutor for the people, being the attorney general here in California. And I said, okay, you've said you're proud of your record. This is what you have done when you were in a position to make a positive change for the people. Instead, you chose to do otherwise. And I think that speaks louder than words.
When you had more bullets in the chamber, too, because there was other things you didn't even touch.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't really touch upon her saying to single mothers that she was going to prosecute them and lock them up if they didn't get their kids in school.
And laughing as she did so.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen her talk about that as if it's a good idea, that this was a good solution.
Yeah.
To scare single moms into with a fear of jail if their kid didn't go to school.
Yeah. That's the challenge of this debate format that's so frustrating is, you've got 60 to 75 seconds to get your point across, to be able to talk about, hey, here's my position, here's what I would do with, North Korea, here's how I would deal with, immigration reform in 60 seconds or less.
So thank you all once again for watching. I hope that you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. Please get the word out about Tulsi. She's at 6% right now, and everybody else is dropping. I will see you next time. Thanks again. Bye.